Welcome Out of Pocket. We're here with Terrence Ross from the Orlando Magic. How you doing, my G?
Doing well. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you being here, man.
Yes, sir.
You haven't started your workouts yet? You know, what point did you really start doing that?
Right now I'm still staying in shape, still working out when it comes to like cardio and lifting weights. I do a little bit of here and there. And then probably with the basketball workouts, I'll probably start back, in the gym, shooting, getting shots up, moving around probably next week. I mean, it's really early,
that early?
Like, yeah, I mean, I just like to stay in shape. Like, I don't really like to, I get bored at the house. So when I can go to the gym, it's, takes up some time and it's, it's a win-win.
For sure. This is your last season in Orlando. Is this a place you want to be? You know what I'm saying? See yourself for the rest of your career? Is that what you're thinking?
No, I don't think so. No. I mean, they're in a rebuild, and
yeah,
I'm kind of past that stage. If I was younger, if I was even on a one contract before this, like it would be a different story. I'll probably, want to, write this one out and build something. But I've kind of already, done that. I've been through a few rebuilds already, so it's just like I'm 10 years in, so it's like time's kind of going against me at this point. So I don't really want to stay in another rebuild.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's been great here. I've had fun. I've had my chance to, be a part of something where it was, me, a couple other guys trying to, take it as far as we could. And we had some good runs. We had fun. But I think now I'm ready to, transition to something else.
You looking at chip time? Is it about that time for you?
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, at least being on a contender and just helping the team and, just bringing some of the knowledge I have and being a vet that, I could come off the bench and get buckets, man. I mean, I'm sure somebody can use me.
Hey, we could use you with the Lakers, G.
Oh, shit. Y'all use a lot right now with the Lakers, man.
That's a fact.
Lakers all over the place.
That's a fact. I don't know if you remember this, but there's a funny-ass meme of you. You're making a face with Bradley Beal is like fussing to something. Yeah. What was going on at that time and what was going through your head, bro? That
backstory. Yeah. All right. So when we was in DC, I remember this is like during that weird janky pandemic transition period where we didn't really have fans in the building.
For sure.
And so everything's social distance. I'm sitting at the end of the bench. And so I don't even think I'm on camera, but I remember there was a call. Brad is going for the ball. Something's going on. The ball goes out. I see everything because I'm sitting in that corner. I see the ball go out on our teammate. And then Brad is like arguing with the ref, like, no, like it's not their ball. It's like, it's us. Like I seen it go off him. And then the ref was like, no, I saw it. No. And I'm sitting there seeing the whole thing like, yo, Brad is right. So like that reaction, y'all saw was like my genuine reaction at the time, not even trying to be funny. I was really just like, this is a horrible call. I can't believe they giving this to him. It was just such a bad call that I was like, that was just my expression at the time. And then I get back to the game and I'm all over the place. So I'm like, wait, what the hell is that? Like my face is just plastered, memes here, memes there. I'm like, oh my God. So
how does it feel seeing yourself? Like we still using that years later. You know what I mean? Yeah. People still pulling that thing up.
No, for sure. I mean, it's cool, bro. I mean, I'm easy going. So now I got thick skin. Nothing to really get into me. So whatever people decide to turn in, like the internet's undefeated. So you can't really argue with it. So whatever they got for you, bro, you just have to let it ride for the next couple of weeks so it all blows over. But this one's kind of hanging on. This one's lingering on a little bit.
Obviously, postseason's underway. Want to get your opinion. When you look at all these series out there, what's the most intriguing playoff series for you right now?
Definitely this Brooklyn-Boston. Yeah. Everybody was like, oh, watch out for Brooklyn. Watch out for Brooklyn. Forgetting that Boston was the number one team in the East the whole second half of the season. So they're in stride right now, and it's looking like it might be really hard to beat. If they win the second one at home, then all the pressure is on Brooklyn. Also, then I would say probably number one that I probably overlooked was Minnesota-Memphis.
Yep.
Because you just feel like the whole time they playing NBA young boy between both teams, and it's going to be a fight at some point. Somebody's going to get dunked on. It's going to be a lot of trash talking. Like I like that type of like dirty, low down, like scrum basketball. Like it's going to get physical. It's going to remind you of something like the old days a little bit, like back in the 80s where they pushing and shoving. But between Ant, Cat, Ja, Jaren, it's getting good. So we're going to see how that plays out.
So when we talk about this Nets-Celtics series, obviously Kyrie coming back home to Boston, where he played, it's been a little contentious, him and the fans. He's flipping birds, doing stuff. When you look at that situation going on, is Kyrie out of pocket or is he justified and kind of, you know, and we're not hearing a lot of stuff that's going on, but we saw a video yesterday, him telling some fans to, you know, quote unquote, suck his, you know what, he's flipping double birds. You know, I talked to Gilbert Arenas last night, and Gil doesn't think that Kyrie should be fine. But when you look at that, do you think the NBA, you know, you played in the league, you know, when you do stuff like that, Adam Silver and them gonna really stomp down. So when you look at that situation, who's more at fault, or is Kyrie justified in his actions for what he's doing?
I think in this situation, you have to kind of look at the context of of everything going on and the relationship with Kyrie and Boston and everything Kyrie's. It's just the whole story developing between Kyrie and the Celtics is like, I mean, it's like storybook. Like he's going back to a place he played and had success a little bit, but also kind of turmoil towards the end. So you know how Kyrie is. Like Kyrie is like, he's very much, you know, live and let live, peaceful dude, like to himself. But people, you know how Boston is. Like Boston, if anything, you get on Boston's bad side, like they will antagonize you no matter if you play there, you play for them, you don't, whatever it is. They get a little rowdy. So you can, like, just imagine walking into an arena of 19,000 people and hearing your name, people talking SHIT about you left, right, and center. Like you're gonna be like, all right, it's gonna get into your sin no matter how zen you are. So it just gets to a point where it starts to bubble over. And this is just game one of a long series. It gets frustrating, man. I mean, I would let him go. I mean, it's Boston. Like it's Boston. It's what they do.
When you talk about hostile arenas, you played in every arena in the NBA. What's the most hostile arena to go into where you know these fans are going to be annoying all game? They're going to be out of pocket. They're going to say some stuff that might get them faded up, you know, if they was on the streets and if they were saying it.
Toronto.
Wow. Really?
Okay. Toronto, bro. I've seen it from both. I've been on both sides.
And you played there. That's crazy.
I've been on both sides.
They roll the red carpet out for you when you come through?
No, they do. But that don't mean that they're not going to like, they're going to try to sneak this and be condescending when they talk to you. Like, I'm telling you, like, since Toronto was already like, it was a hockey town when I got there. And then we start to slowly change that into a basketball field. And then once it gets to like the basketball fields, like these fans are like, imagine somebody talking to you about your job and they don't have all the insights. So they don't know everything because it's more of a cultural thing. It's not, hockey's their first and foremost, like, sense of pride out there. So once it starts to switch to basketball, you start getting like these fake fans that come out of the woodwork that don't really know what they're talking about all the time. And it gets annoying. So like, that's a lot of what, and then when they win a championship, like you can't tell a Toronto man nothing now because they already got their championship. They got their ring. And that's all they wanted. So now playing there, bro, they get crazy. And then they talk too crazy on the street. Like there's been times I remember I was I think driving home from somewhere and somebody on the street saw me and I had my window down. He started talking shit to me. Like it was just one of those things. And I was on the team at this point. And I was just like, all right, y'all just different. Like there's nothing nobody can do unless we win the championship. Like I'm sure that will only last for so long, but they get rowdy, bro. Especially when you're on the bad side and they're trying to win a game. Like it gets wild.
Have you ever had any issues with Drake during the game? Is he talking shit to you? Or has he done anything? Or is he
Drake is my man, bro. Like I've known Drake since my rookie year. And he's cool people. I talk to him. He's a big sports fan. Like he's cool. Every time you see him, he shows you love. It ain't like he's big time. Like, oh, I don't like get away from you, little homie, or whatever. So I mean, even when I'm on a different team and I see him, he says what's up. We chat a little bit. So he's always cool, bro. But don't get me wrong, Drake too. Like y'all seen Drake get into his bag and talk SHIT from the sideline to KD or whoever the hell he's playing, and you know it turns out for him. But he's a cool guy, bro.
I want to ask you, you know, about some of the awards and see who you will have. You feel me?
Yeah, go ahead.
So starting off with defensive player of the year, who are you thinking?
There's a few different guys. Giannis is always up there
for sure.
I like Marcus Smart. He's always like Marcus Smart's always been one of my favorite players just because of how he plays. He's such a winner. He knows how to like play the game of ball. Like he does everything well. That pass he made
yesterday was insane.
Unreal, bro.
Such a smart
play.
Like
the poise, like he's just been in situations like you need guys like that to win on a team. So
how many players would have panicked? You know what I'm saying? With that 2
seconds
left. You know what I mean?
You know how many guys would have shot that shot? I might have even shot like, man. So you know the poise he has, like he has a ton of plays like that where he's always doing something to manipulate the game to make it turn out in their favor. So I'll put him up there. Maybe Bam. Bam's having a good year.
So rookie of the year. This is a big question. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, nah. So I think at the end of the day, it's going to go to either Scotty or Evan, just because the way their team's performing right now.
Yeah.
But honestly, and I don't even mean to like sound biased, but I would put Franz Wagner up there because he was literally top 3 in every single category when it comes to scoring, passing, shooting, like anything you want. Like he was top 5 in every category. And he was, I think, more integral to our team than it was for Evan Mobley and Scotty.
Scotty Barnes. Yeah.
Scotty's a big part of his team, but he's already on a championship team with a lot of guys who've been through the fire. Yeah. And then that kind of goes for the same, and Evan Mobley has a lot of pieces around him, and their team was I think they were going to be playoff bound with or without him.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Franz, you take Franz out, and it's we have such a different dynamic of our team. He's 6'9", playing the 1, 2, 3, 4, and he had the ball in his hands majority of the time. He was a point forward. So what he was doing, the way he could finish, his defense, his passing abilities, his shooting, it looks like he's been playing this game for such a long time. He's I compare him to Gordon Hayward with better footwork, because this dude can literally do everything. So
right. I was surprised in seeing how good he was. I didn't see him being the player he's become. You know what I mean?
So from the time, that's what I thought too. Because in summer league, I saw him play, but he was just doing little things like cutting to the basket, spot up shots and rebound here and there. But he wasn't showcasing what he was capable of until he got thrown into the fire. So that would be my pick.
What do you think about MVP?
MVP, to me personally, I like Devin Booker because D-Book. It's always going back to the best player on the best team, regardless of anything else, right?
I don't even think they've mentioned D-Book once.
I haven't really heard him. Earlier, probably about 3/4 of the way, I would have said DeMar because of the way he was playing. But I like Devin Booker just because, bro, he leads his team in scoring. They have the best record in the West.
Right. Dominant.
For the second year now. So they have not taken a step back since the bubble. And D-Book has been the focal point of all of it. Chris Paul has, put them over the top and made them he's giving them the knowledge, and he's giving them that savvy vet know-how. But D-Book from day one had the whole franchise on his shoulder. He's going the whole distance. And it's the other thing too is he's not being mentioned, but you can tell he's not worried about that. He's trying to win this ring, and you could tell that's the vibe. Bro. All that he could win after the fact, but he's doing damage right now, and I think that's the dude I would go with. But of course, it's going to go to one of the big men. It's probably going to go to Jokic because when you lead the league in pretty much everything, that's really hard
to win, though. He had to win for sure.
But that's unreal. And honestly, besides, my fan favorite would be Book, but I would give it to Jokic because, there's really no weakness in his game, bro.
Every time I watch Kyrie play, I was watching him last night, first off, you're still booing him. The dude has 30. You know what I mean? He's about to pull, when did you stop booing? You see it's not working, but I'm watching him go crazy, and I'm thinking, this dude really isn't in the top 75 list. That's just wild to me. How do you feel about that?
You're saying, wait, Kyrie's not in the top 75?
No, he's not top 75. He did not make the list.
He's gonna be on the 100. He's gonna be on the 100 though. That's all that matters, bro. I don't know, bro. I just saw Kyrie maybe a month ago drop 60 on us. So that to me was the second greatest game I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes. And it wasn't that game. It wasn't he was just getting open shots and making the shots he's supposed to make. We are trying to send double teams at him, trap him. He's getting the ball and dribbling around everybody. He's running into defenders like Mo Bamba and putting the ball here. Mo tries to block it. He just switches hands and And it's all happening with the blink of an eye. He's shooting over double contests. He's spinning, doing all types of stuff. I've never seen anybody drop 60 points in a more difficult fashion than I've seen Kyrie get 60 that night. So I don't know how he's off the 75 list. I don't know how that happens, bro. He's definitely the most talented. He's, to me, definitely, in my opinion, probably the most talented, skillful player I've ever seen in my life. When you take athleticism out of it, we have not seen anybody do anything the way Kyrie does. AI had handles, but he was just more of a scorer, get to a spot. Kyrie will dance on you until you fall and then lay it up. Like, and there's nothing you could do about it all the time. So he's just a different type of guy.
So I got a hoop question for you, and I want you to put some deep thought into this. If you could only pick one pair of shoes to play in for your entire hoop career, you only get one pair of shoes, which shoes you picking?
That's my life.
Whole life. No, but you only get one pair. You got to pick one pair of shoes. These are the only shoes.
I don't get a resupply. I just get that one pair of shoes.
You can wear as many pairs of those shoes as you want. Obviously, we're not gonna make you wear them down to the nubs, but you can wear a fresh new pair every day. But it can only be one shoe. What would it be?
It's comfortable. Jordan 10.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Jordan 10. I don't even wear Jordans like that anymore. But if I had to pick one shoe that was comfortable, that was all that, I would pick Jordan 10 just because it comes in every colorway, very solid, very easy going. Yeah, one of my favorites.
Them joints ain't heavy to hoop in?
Nah, not the 10s. Not the 10s. You got other shoes that are way heavier, but not the 10s.
For sure.
Well, yeah, well, shit. We appreciate you, T-Rock, for pulling up.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys for having me.
You be cool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Oh, hello, Buckets. Did you enjoy that video? Well, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to the channel, check out some of the other videos we have. They're all fantastic. Also, like the video and make sure to comment on it. Anything you want to tell any of us.